From zero to legendary coach. Dai Li's journey to sports mastery. Like, share and subscribe. Episode 51, Iron Rice Bowl. Although civil servants and public institutions are all required to take exams, it is not necessary for some special positions to recruit talents with special skills. For example, in places such as public universities, public hospitals, and scientific research institutions, recruiting high-level talents, or academic leaders will not only help them solve the problem, but also give away housing, help spouses arrange work, and help children transfer to school weight. Sports coaches are also a kind of talents with special skills. Every year, the Provincial Sports Brigade has the kind of preparation that does not require exams to introduce excellent talents. Moreover, the provincial sports team is affiliated to the Provincial Sports Bureau, and the coaches of the provincial sports team are also regarded as the establishment of provincial institutions, which is obviously one level higher than that of the county and city level. Su Zhengyi said that he has the ability to operate the establishment of the sports team, but it is not without aim. There may be many people who feel that being a sports coach has no power and is a very promising job, but in fact it is not the case, especially when it comes to the level of the head coach. You can be alone and make many decisions in person. There are far more powers than they seem. Think about this point. Those coaches of the national team live in luxury houses and drive famous cars. Su Zhengyi is the head coach of the provincial swimming team and has cultivated a world record holder like Yu Feifei. Looking at athletes across the country, the world record holders are also very few. On average, several provinces can produce a world record. Therefore, Su Zhengyi is regarded as the top of the pyramid among the coaches of the entire Hebei province. In the provincial sports team, Su Zhengyi also has a large right to speak. Although Su Zhengyi's right to speak does not mean that he can get a formal establishment directly, he can recommend talents to his superiors. If it is replaced by another coach to recommend it, it may not be valued, but Su Zhengyi's personal recommendation will have a completely different effect, because Su Zhengyi cultivates the world's top athletes such as Feifei, which has proved Su Zhengyi's vision. Therefore, the talents recommended by Su Zhengyi will naturally give people a glance. This can be regarded as a status of rivers and lakes. For example, if you can write an online novel, if you can get a Top Gods episode push, readers and other authors will look at you. But if you write an episode push to an unknown author, who will care for you? Su Zhengyi knew that if it were not for Li Dai, Yu Feifei's career might be ruined. In order to return Li Dai's favor, Su Zhengyi also worked hard to compile the project. He found a lot of relationships. Soon after, Su Zhengyi got good news. His recommendation has been received by the Provincial Sports Bureau, in charge of the deputy director's attention. The next day, Su Zhengyi saw the deputy director at the Provincial Sports Bureau. "Old Su, I can trust your vision, but this young man named Li Dai is really too young. The resume says he just graduated last year," said the deputy director. "Director, it is because of his youth that he has to dig him out quickly. The young people are very malleable and worth cultivating. It was the same with Yu Feifei at the time. He trained with me from the age of 5 and won the world championship at the age of 14. Su Zhengyi's words paused, and then said, "And as far as I know, this Li Dai did not enter the sports university through formal recruitment procedures, but Coach Chen Yuejin personally brought it from Yuzhou City. Coach Chen Yuejin, those who are fancy will definitely not be incompetent." The deputy director nodded silently. He also knew Chen Yuejin and could be taken by Chen Yuejin directly from Yuzhou to Qinzheng. This also shows that Li Dai is capable, and Su Zhengyi also personally recommended it. This is to help Li Dai out a very heavy bargaining chip. The deputy director was silent for a few seconds and asked, "I see from your resume that Li Dai's specialty is maintain weight. What does that mean?" "It is to help athletes maintain their weight." Su Zhengyi hesitated for 2 or 3 seconds, then leaned forward and said, "Director, regarding this matter, I must report to you in detail. Feifei is going to be fired by the national team. Do you know this?" "I know. Isn't it a rumor? We also opened a press conference to clarify, or you personally presided over." The deputy director nodded. Su Zhengyi lowered his voice. "That is not a rumor. Strictly speaking, it is not all a rumor, and part of it is facts." "What do you mean?" the deputy director asked, frowning. "The thing about weight is true. Yu Feifei's weight did reach 70 kilograms at a time, and even the national team was helpless. It was this Li Dai that let Yu Feifei lose 15 kilograms in a short time. We dare to let Feifei wait on the spot. He was very good at keeping the weight of athletes." Su Zhengyi leaned forward again, then said, "I contacted the national team coach Hu Dong afterwards. At the press conference, the Swimming Management Center was also in a meeting, and the issue they discussed was whether to expel Fifi from the national team. The matter has reached such a serious level. The deputy director took a sigh of relief. Feifei is our signature athlete who has gone out of the province. There is only one world record holder in the province. If she is less than 20 years old, if you return, it will make a big joke. Su Zhongyi continued. Fortunately, Li Dai, he helped Feifei to lose weight successfully, otherwise it would be really troublesome. Coach Hua of the national team also asked me how to make Feifei thin. I didn't tell his thing about Li Dai is that he is afraid that Li Dai will be taken away by the national team. Su Zhongyi said this deliberately to create an illusion, making the deputy director think that Li Dai is a sought-after. If the provincial sports team does not want it, the national team will take Li Dai away. The deputy director seemed to feel a sense of urgency, and he said, "Let Feifei lose weight, something that so many expert coaches of the national team can't do, even a young coach did it. It looks like this young man, the coach, is a personal talent, and it is worth cultivating. There are also places in the bureau to introduce talents this year. So, I will leave my resume first. When the party committee is open next Monday, I will raise this matter. Leaders discuss it together." Hearing this sentence, Su Zhongyi felt a lot of confidence in his heart. Once the recommendation of Li Dai was really mentioned in the party committee of the bureau, there is an 80% probability that this establishment can be obtained. Li Daijing was lying on the bed and using his mobile phone to read online novels. An incoming call suddenly appeared on the screen of his mobile phone. It was Coach Su Zhongyi. Li Dai hurriedly took the phone. "Brother Li, tell you the good news, your business, my brother, I can do it for you. There is a preparation position. Next Monday, you will bring your ID card and degree certificate to the Provincial Sports Bureau to report." Su Zhongyi said. "Great. Thank you, Coach Su." Li Dai got up from the bed. The 3 words, "with the system," are really exciting for Li Dai, which means that he will take the iron rice bowl from now on. On the other end of the phone, Su Zhongyi went on to say, "This time you are given a physical trainer's establishment, so the scope will be wider during the assignment. I don't know which training team you will be assigned to, but I believe with your skills, there is no problem with any training team." Episode 52. Second Class Coach. Training Room of the University of Physical Education. Today is the last day of Feifei's training here. Now that she has dropped to 62 kilograms, she doesn't need to continue to lose weight. Next, she will return to the national team to report and then go to Australia for special training. Feifei looked at Li Dai with some reluctance, with a little tear in her eyes. For a month, she has been training with Li Dai. Although no teacher-student relationship can be cultivated in such a short period of time, the two have also established a profound friendship. And the two are basically of the same age, and there will definitely be more common language between them, so they have already become good friends. Li Dai helped her at the lowest point of Feifei's career, let her successfully lose weight, and also made Feifei feel a sense of trust in Li Dai. This kind of friendship in the snow is more cherished than icing on the cake. Now that the two are about to separate, Feifei naturally showed reluctance. "Okay, Feifei, stop crying. When you go back to Qingqing next year, we can meet again. Go, I will send you out," Li Dai said comfortingly. Looking at Feifei's back, Li Dai also sighed with regret, and he was also reluctant in his heart, and he also felt a sense of loss. When dozens of first-level athletes on Feifei's top lose Feifei, Li Dai will gain experience much slower. World champions are not always available. If there is no Olympics, the world champions that can be born nationwide are outstanding, and even if there are Olympics years, it will be possible to win more than 30 gold medals, more than 30 more world champions. What's more, Feifei is a world record holder and an athlete standing at the top of the world. Fortunately, I just took Feifei to do a set of weight loss exercises, and now my experience is just enough to upgrade. Li Dai's face showed a relief smile. Just now, he has successfully upgraded to become a second-class coach. Of course, it is only a second-class coach at the initial stage. According to the description of the system, after the third-class coach is upgraded to the second-class coach, the training effect will be greatly improved. Although the training effect of the second-class coach is slightly inferior to that of well-known domestic coaches, it will definitely not be inferior to the national team. Ordinary coaches, even if restricted to let Li Dai go to the vocational education of the national team, will be able to perform well. However, the upgrade of the second-class coach to the intermediate stage requires 10,000 points of experience. According to the speed of Li Dai's usual experience, including winter and summer vacations, it takes 2 years of hard work to save enough 10,000 for the upgrade. Some experience. The problem of upgrading experience made Li Dai couldn't help but complain again. You know that when you just got the system last year, Li Dai only needs 100 experience to upgrade, but less than a year, Li Dai's experience to upgrade will increase it as only 100 times. This is only the primary solution of the second-rate coach. According to the urine of the system, he wants to continue to upgrade, and his experience has to increase exponentially. When a third-rate coach is upgraded, they have 1,000 experience, 2,000 experience, and 5,000 experience. According to this ratio, do I need 20,000 experience for the advanced stage of the second-rate coach? Is it 50,000 experience for the first-class coach? That whole second-class coaching stage, I need to save 80,000 experience in total. I have to save 2 years for 10,000 experience, 80,000 experience. I need to save 16 years of purchase. When I am close to 40, may become a first-class coach. Li Dai thought of this, his face suddenly bitter. 16 years, just think about it, the baby feels bitter. Forget it, there must be a road before the car. Don't think about these troubles. System, take my reward for upgrading. Li Dai said. You are not a stage upgrade this time, but a level upgrade, so you can get an upgrade spree. This time it is a spree. The system said. Big gift pack? Can be considered as a relief to my careful liver. But what is the difference between this big gift pack and the usual upgrade pack? Li Dai immediately asked. When you were a rookie, didn't you get a rookie gift pack? There are 2 items in it. This is the difference between the big gift pack and the ordinary gift pack. There will be 2 rewards in the big gift pack, and there is only 1 reward in the ordinary gift pack. The system said. Did you hear that there were 2 rewards? Li Dai's mood suddenly exceeded a lot. He couldn't wait to summon the upgrade spree, and after opening, it was really 2 items. Like last time, it is a book again. Li Dai's face suddenly tightened. The last upgrade, Li Dai received a weight loss operation as a reward. This weight loss exercise was regarded as tasteless by Li Dai. If it did not happen to meet you Feifei, Li Dai felt that he might not need this weight loss exercise for a lifetime. And now, the same thing appears in this upgrade spree. Last weight loss exercise, I don't know what the 2 books are this time. I hope not to be tasteless. Li Dai looked confidently, and the first book's cover was also in 3 big letters. Fat reduction exercise. Li Dai read the name in his mouth novel, but felt disgusted in his heart. Last weight loss exercise, this time is fat reduction exercise. This is to tease me. Is it not enough to have a weight loss exercise? Even gave me a second, half price. Li Dai appeared in his heart. There is an urge to scold others. I feel like you are angry? The system asked. Nonsense, hit me twice, can you not be angry? Fat reduction exercise? I already have a weight loss exercise, and what else to do this fat reduction exercise? Li Dai said, suppressing the anger in his heart. However, the sound of the system is still calm. As an undergraduate majoring in sports training, should you know the difference between weight loss and fat loss? Li Dai certainly knows the difference between weight loss and fat loss. Many people who do not know will always regard weight loss as fat loss, thinking that their weight is reduced as a result of fat loss. Of course, for ordinary people who want to lose weight, this perception is completely no problem. However, this is not the case for athletes. But in fact, fat loss and weight loss are very different. The simple weight loss is weight loss, which includes fat and muscle, and fat loss refers to the reduction of fat and body fat rate. From a physiological point of view, if you simply lose weight, you will lose muscle, and the reduction of the content of the line curve will lead to a decrease in the person's basic metabolic rate, resulting in a decrease in the immune rate and easy fatigue. Fat reduction is to reduce fat while maintaining muscle content or increase muscle content, compared to a healthier way to lose weight. Just listen to the system and then say, people generally think that the body fat rate of athletes should be kept very low, but as a sports training professional, you should know that not every athlete in the event will pursue body fat rate. Episode 53, Fat Loss Exercise and Relaxing Massage. Many athletes will pursue a lower body fat rate, such as the world's top track and field sprinters. Body fat rate can even be controlled below 8%. Another example is basketball, a sport that requires physical confrontation. Adding muscle helps improve the body's ability to resist. However, not all sports require a low body fat rate, just like skiing. If the body's fat content is too low, it is not conducive to the athlete's warmth, and the body's temperature is too low will inevitably reduce cell activity and organ operation. Slow, which affects the athlete's competition state, so there's almost no muscle stick-type athletes among skiers. For example, some water sports also require a certain amount of fat in the athlete's body. Because fat increases body volume, it also increases the body's buoyancy, which allows the athlete to spend less physical energy to maintain buoyancy. Like water polo, if you send a muscular stick to the field, the water will sink to the bottom, and it will take some effort if you want to surface. The body of the diving athlete also needs a certain amount of fat, because if the body fat rate is too low, the muscles will be very stiff and the coordination of the body will be reduced. It is difficult to make complex movements, and the body will be impacted when it falls into the water. The fat in the body can protect the liver and other organs. So although the muscles of the divers are more developed, they are definitely not like the bodybuilders. In addition, as a sport swimming, the athlete's body also needs fat. This is similar to water polo. Fat can provide buoyancy. People with a low body fat rate need to spend more physical energy to maintain their body. Buoyancy, the physical strength used to advance, will be reduced, thus affecting the speed of swimming. It is for this reason that those black athletes with muscular explosions have no world champions in swimming, and many world champions in swimming events may not have obvious abdominal muscles because of body fat rate. The system went on to say, weight loss exercises and fat reduction exercises are completely different things. Some athletes do not need too low body fat rate, so they use weight loss exercises to reduce weight faster, while some athletes, the lower the body fat rate, the better, so they need to reduce fat. Use fat reduction exercises can significantly reduce fat, a small reduction in muscle. I understand what you said, but in fact, how many athletes need to lose weight? I can meet a Yu Feifei, already out of luck. This athlete, I am afraid it is difficult to meet the second Yu Feifei's weight will only increase because of physical development. Under normal circumstances, athletes maintain a lot of exercise every day, and it is difficult to gain weight. Li Dai said, somewhat discouraged. Subsequently, Li Dai turned his attention to the second book. The last one is a fat-reducing exercise that pits my father. I hope this one doesn't pit me. Li Dai looked carefully. There are 4 characters written on this book. Relaxing massage. Relaxation massage? How does it sound like a great healthcare? Li Dai thought something evil in his heart. After a lot of physical exercise, people will experience muscle soreness. This kind of soreness will reach its peak within 24 to 72 hours after exercise. The soreness will basically disappear after 5 to 7 days. In addition to soreness, muscles will also appear. Stiffness, mild pressure only, swollen muscles in severe cases, hindering activities, etc. This is medically known as delayed muscle soreness. If it is extreme sports in the summer, dehydration, low calcium can also occur, low protein and other symptoms. Explain the system opening. Li Dai immediately answered, these are the reasons I know that muscle soreness is mainly due to a sharp increase in muscle tension and elasticity, or physical damage to the structural components of the head. Second, because of increased metabolism. Metabolism, the toxicity of waste to tissues increases. Third, the nerve regulation of muscles changes, causing muscle spasms to cause pain. I have learned all these things, so you should know that massage after exercise can improve and regulate the function of the central nervous system reflexively, eliminate muscle fatigue. The anaerobic metabolites accumulated in the muscles during exercise can be transformed or discharged as soon as possible through massage. This relaxing massage plays this role. Systemic voice paused, and then said, in addition, for athletes, relaxing massage can also help reduce the pressure on muscles and ligaments, prevent muscle strain injury, and avoid muscle and ligament strain. Athletes have to perform high-intensity training every day, so the muscles are always in a state of tension. The tension in the muscles is easy to cause damage, just like a bow. If the bow string is full for a long time, the bow will lose its elasticity for a long time, or even be pulled off. The same is true of the human body. It is easy to be injured if you maintain high-intensity exercise, so the more intense the training, the more you need some auxiliary means to relieve muscle fatigue. Compared with some expensive equipment, massage is obviously a very simple and effective way. Many training teams will be equipped with professional masseurs and massage therapists will novel. Like some professional teams, there will also be specially equipped with pedicure therapists and acupuncturists to help athletes relieve muscle fatigue. The system introduced these are the professional content that Li Dai once learned, which made Li Dai a little sleepy. Okay, I know everything you said. Li Dai yawned, but suddenly, Li Dai felt like he was missing something. You seem to have a lot of words today, and you just said, for athletes, do you still have nothing to tell me? Li Dai suddenly asked. I haven't had time to say. This relaxing massage is effective for anyone. The system explained. Anyone? That means ordinary people can also use it. Li Dai immediately asked. Yes, not only professional athletes, but also relaxing massages for ordinary people or amateur athletes. It is also effective. The previous fat reduction exercise, like the weight loss exercise, is only effective for athletes. The system continued. If ordinary people are also useful, relaxing massage can be more useful than fat reduction exercises. Li Dai's mood was finally a little more pleasant. Actually, I don't think it makes any difference. You're already second-rate coaches, so you don't have to relax and massage ordinary people. The system interjected. Li Dai was stunned for a moment and felt that this was the truth. Li Dai is no longer the same as Li Dai from a year ago. A year ago, Li Dai was only facing some junior high school students who took the middle school entrance examination. Now, Li Dai the champion has also been instructed, naturally will not idle to do any relaxing massage for ordinary people. In this way, the use of relaxing massage is not as great as I thought. Li Dai thought secretly. Episode 54. Fitness coach of weightlifting team. Provincial weightlifting team training center. In the head coach's office, the weightlifting team's head coach Song Guangming answered the phone. Old Song, tell you the good news. Isn't your weightlifting team saying that it lacks a physical trainer? Now I have found a physical trainer for you above, or it is officially being edited. The other end of the phone said. So fast? And it's still being formally edited. Song Guang was obviously a little surprised, and even had an unnatural tone of voice. It's amazing! It's not easy to get a system now. The other day, you reported that you lacked a coach. The leader will help you solve this problem. This time the system has given you a weight team. The leader also takes care of you, but the leader lifts weight to you. The team's attention. Old Song, you have to work hard. Don't let down the leadership's expectations of you. The other end of the phone continued. Song Guangming's heart suddenly giggled for a moment, and his face became extremely gloomy. However, in his mouth, Song Guangming said things like this. Sure, I will seriously lead the team, get more results, get good results, and will never let the leaders down. I don't know when this new physical coach will come. Next Monday, he will go to the bureau to go through the formalities. When the formalities are completed, I will let you show you. Song Guangming hung up the phone, but his expression was extremely unnatural. After thinking about it, he took out his phone and dialed a few numbers, and then his brows became tighter. 10 minutes later, Ma Guangyi, the deputy head coach of the weightlifting team, hurriedly walked into Song Guangming's office. Coach, so anxious to call me, what happened? Ma Guangyi asked. La Ma, sit down and drink slowly. Song Guangming personally poured Ma Guangyi a glass of water. After Ma Guangyi took a breath, Song Guangming said, La Ma, your nephew comes to our team. I'm afraid the coaching thing is going to be yellow. What? Why? What happened? What happened? Ma Guangyi's eyes widened. Song Guangming nodded. I just received a call from the bureau and sent a physical trainer with our weightlifting team, and it is still prepared. It will be reported next Monday soon. This time we added one to our team. I am afraid the coach, who is officially in the process of editing, will not be able to get someone in the next 3 years. If your nephew wants to come in again, it is estimated that there is no possibility in a short time. Ma Guangyi suddenly lowered his head and fell into silence. After a while, Ma Guangyi raised his head. Coach, this person is also too sudden. How come there is no news at all? I have already inquired. The newly arrived fitness coach is a young man in his 20s. Su Zhongyi personally recommended it to the leaders of the bureau. The party committee of the bureau has voted to pass. Song Guangming explained. Recommended by Su Zhongyi. Ma Guangyi's expression suddenly became both angry and helpless. Song Guangming then comforted. La Ma, don't worry too much. I will look back and see if there are any changes. If it is not possible, you can also let your nephew come to our team and be a coach assistant first. Yes, although the coach assistant is hired, there is no formal establishment. If you can hire a formal coach later, it will definitely be given priority. Thank you, coach. I will go back to discuss with my nephew and talk about it. Ma Guangyi said. Ma Guangyi walked out of Song Guangming's office, but his face had turned into the sky before the 12th level typhoon, which was extremely gloomy. Is it going to report next Monday? I don't care what your background is, but the dragon does not suppress the head snake. Even if you are really a dragon, it will make you a loach on my sight. The opportunity to grab my nephew, you give. I'm waiting for you to eat good fruit. Ma Guangyi thought viciously. Ma Guangyi's nephew is also an athlete and belongs to the kind of more talented person. It is difficult for him to continue to be an athlete, so he plans to retire this year. Athletes who have not achieved results must be self-employed after retirement, so Ma Guangyi hopes to be able to arrange his nephew to the weightlifting team as a coach. When a coach is the easiest way for athletes to find after retirement, the sports coach of the provincial team is also a special talent. It does not require rigorous exams. What is needed is past results and the recommendation of others. In terms of coaching, a recommendation letter issued by the national team is more valuable than a master's degree certificate. However, Ma Guangyi is only the deputy head coach of the weightlifting team. Although he is the second in the weightlifting team, the Provincial Sports Bureau does not even count as a cruising mountain demon, so Ma Guangyi can only ask Song Guangming, hoping to get Song Bright recommendation. Song Guangming agreed directly. After all, Ma Guangyi was his deputy. This requires Song Guangming to definitely not shirk. So as early as a few months ago, Song Guangming began to blow up the leadership, saying that the weightlifting team was missing. According to Song Guangming's original plan, he would blow his hair in the ears of the leaders. When Ma Guangyi's nephew retired, he would not be awkward if he directly recommended him as a coach. On the other side, Ma Guangyi's nephew also started to handle the decommissioning procedures, but the decommissioning procedures are very cumbersome and will not be completed in a moment and a half. But at this time, Su Zhongyi recommended Li Dai to come, and the leadership of the Sports Bureau also happened thinking of it. Song Guang was nagging tomorrow that the weightlifting team was short of people, so the leader waved a big stroke and placed Li Dai into the weightlifting team. Yu reading. This is also equivalent to stealing the rice bowl of Ma Guangyi's nephew. The leader has already arranged a new coach. If Song Guangming says that there is no one in his face, he will not be able to please the leader. Song Guangming can't commit himself to be Ma Guangyi's nephew. Offended the leadership of the Sports Bureau, so the recommendation of Ma Guangyi's nephew can only be eliminated. On Monday, Li Dai came to the Provincial Sports Bureau to report and go through various entry procedures. Xiao Li, the procedures on my side have basically been completed. According to the regulations, the first year is the internship period. 1 year later, I will go through the formal formalities. You take this note and go to the cafeteria to get a dining card. This dining card is universal and can be eaten in the cafeterias of the Sports Bureau and various training teams of the provincial sports team. The other side said while signing a note. Thank you, Chief Liu. Li Dai took the note with both hands. Newly recruited staff in government agencies and institutions will have an internship period, in which the internship period for undergraduate degrees is 1 year, and the internship period for master's degrees and above is 3 months. There is no internship period. Li Dai has already known this. The so-called 1-year internship is actually a walkthrough. This year, as long as you don't make any major mistakes in principle, you can definitely be corrected. For newly recruited staff members, they usually do a lot of chores and do not have the power in their hands. Even if they want to make a principled mistake, they will not have that qualification. After finishing the meal card, Li Dai rushed directly to the provincial weightlifting team to report. Fortunately, being a physical trainer, I had no previous experience in training weightlifters. If I were to be a training coach, I might not be able to do it. Li Dai thought about it and came to the gate of the weightlifting team training center. Episode 55. Old Athlete. Song Guangming, head coach of the provincial weightlifting team, took Li Dai to the central training room. Let's listen first, come to me. Song Guangming clapped his hands, and all the coaches and athletes stopped their work and gathered around. Introduce you to your new colleague. The guy next to me is named Li Dai. It is our team's new physical fitness coach. Song Guangming said, gently pushing Li Dai, and said, Xiao Li, come and follow, let me introduce myself. Hello everyone, my name is Li Dai. Li is Musi Li. Dai is love to wear. Dai, my hometown is in Yuzhou City. Everyone just call me Xiao Li. Please take care of you in the future. Li Dai said. Li Dai, this name is good. I read a novel 2 days ago. The protagonist is an athlete named Zhang Guan. The names of the two of you come together to be Zhang Guan Li Dai, haha. There's a more outgoing, the coach said. Song Guangming next to the socket said, Huang Xiang, you're so kind to say that others, your own name is not good, Xiang or Huang. Think about it all, panic. Coach, don't tease me. Huang Xiang said with a grin. Song Guangming pointed to Huang Xiang and said to Li Dai, his name is Huang Xiang. This guy has a big mouth that is not smoking. He often says some non-nutritious joke. Let me introduce you to other people. This is Coach Ma Guangyi. He is the deputy head coach of our weightlifting team. He manages many trivial matters in our team. Hello, Coach Horse. Li Dai immediately greeted. Hello. Ma Guangyi nodded at Li Dai, not on the surface. This is Coach Wang Wei. This is Coach Lu Tao. This is. Song Guangming introduced them one by one. Li Dai just remembered a familiar face. Okay, let's keep busy. After Song Guangming's introduction, he waved at Ma Guangyi. La Ma, Li Dai has just arrived and is not familiar with the environment. You can take him around to get acquainted. Okay, Xiao Li gave it to me. Ma Guangyi nodded and agreed. The cold flash in his eyes flashed. Ma Guangyi took Li Dai around the weightlifting team for a full circle and was familiar with the environment inside the team. Okay, Xiao Li, our weightlifting team is such a big place. Next, let's talk about the work arrangement. Ma Guangyi glanced at Li Dai and then asked, Our staff is also relatively tight. You start today work, no problem? No problem. I can start working at any time. Li Dai said. Well, have you trained weightlifters before? Ma Guangyi asked. Li Dai shook his head. I've seen other coaches train, but I haven't really trained weightlifters myself. I'm not familiar with the professional training of weightlifters, but I definitely have no problem with physical training. The same is true. You're a fitness coach. Ma Guangyi paused, then said, since this is the case, I will not arrange professional training tasks for you. When you first arrive, you should focus on familiarity first. Well, I will arrange for you an experienced veteran athlete. You should go with him first. Ma Guangyi turned around and continued, old athletes are more mature in technology and do not need technical guidance to him, so as long as they assist in strength and physical training. You can also familiarize yourself with the training process of weightlifting. Thank you, Coach Ma. Li Dai looked at Ma Guangyi quite gratefully. He felt that Ma Guangyi said something very reasonable, and arranging an experienced old athlete for himself was also taking care of this newcomer. Okay, if you have no opinion, then do it. Ma Guangyi finished and took Li Dai to a corner. There was a strong man holding a straight barbell with no weight applied in his hand. Do basic exercises. Come closer. Li Dai finally saw the person's appearance. This person is in his early 30s, and his height is definitely less than 1.7 meters. His skin is a bit dark, but he has thick eyebrows, big nose, and thick lips. A pair of style ears, the hairline is very high, and there is already a trend of baldness, but the overall appearance is still very good. Ma Guangyi approached the athlete and said, Jiang Page, this is the new Coach Li. When Coach Song introduced you just now, you should have known him. Your most recent training is the Coach Li, responsible. Hello, Brother Jiang, my name is Li Dai. Li Dai took a step closer and extended his right hand. However, Jiang Aigua only gave Li Dai a blank look, but did not make any response in action, but silently nodded and said, I know. Jiang Aigua's indifferent performance made Li Dai feel a little surprised. The so-called people who reach for hands without making faces smile, although the two sides are still relatively strange, but Jiang Aigua will not show this look. Ma Guangyi also asked a few irrelevant things. He left on his own. Jiang Aigua was still indifferent, staring at Li Dai, and then directly asked, how old is Xiao Li this year? 23. Li Dai reported a virtual year. In fact, he has not yet 23 years old birthday. You can come to the provincial team as a coach at such a young age. Let's walk in and come in. Jiang Aigua continued. Li Dai was stunned for a while and did not answer. He could not answer this question. Strictly speaking, he did enter the provincial sports brigade as a physical trainer under Su Zhongyi's vigorous recommendation, so it was considered a relationship. Li Dai is wondering how to answer Jiang Aigua's question, but Jiang Aigua waved his hand. Okay, I know. I said how the team arranged a coach for me novelta. Me it turned out to be like you little young. Li Dai realized in an instant that the reason why Jiang Aigua seemed so indifferent was that he was too young to see that he was too young and entered the sports team in a relationship. Sports is based on real skills. To be precise, it is based on grades. Whoever has a good grade, who gets more honors, and who gets more gold medals can be awesome. The same is true for coaches. The more disciples they bring, the more powerful the disciples they bring, and the more they will be respected by the athletes. Xiang Li Dai, a newcomer without any previous achievements, will naturally not be able to look at him, not to mention Jiang Aigua is an old athlete in his 30s. Xiao Li, when I train in the future, you will be my assistant. I will let you do whatever you want. Do you understand? Jiang Aigua continued with a cold face. Listening to this means that I'm a coach assistant. Li Dai felt a little bit upset. Coach assistants are the lowest end of the training team, and the work content is similar to sparring, except that weightlifting does not require sparring, so the name is changed to coach assistant. But in fact, even athletes can drink immediately. People who just go. Li Dai Hao is a formal official coach who has a higher level of identity than those contracted hired coaches. Letting him do the work of coaching is really a bit of a bully. However, Li Dai thought about it for the first time. He was unfamiliar, and he didn't know the basic situation of the weightlifting team. There was no need to be stalemate with others on the first day of work. Down. When I first arrived, it's better not to do things. I'll bear it. When I come to Japan, the gold will always shine. Li Dai comforted himself silently in his heart. Episode 56. Press for you. At lunchtime, everyone gathered in the dining room, and familiar people gathered around the table in groups, eating and talking. You all know that Li Dai, the newcomer, ran to train Jiang Aigua. Jiang Aigua relies on his old age. His temper is stinky and hard to say. It is still a look of relying on the old and selling the old. No coach wants to cooperate with him. This new arrival is guilty. I heard that Jiang Aigua had some achievements before and was a national champion back then? Someone asked. That was a matter of 10 years ago. Now who still remembers his national championship? I heard that the team is very dissatisfied with Jiang Aigua's current state of competition and feels that he is no longer suitable to be an athlete. He intends to force Jiang Aigua to retire? Is it true or false? I think it's true that 9 out of 10 is true. Jiang Aigua is already 32 years old. At this age, his condition will only get worse and worse, and his performance in recent years is not good, also at the men's 69 kilograms level. Our teams Ping Liang and Chao Dongshan are stronger than Jiang Aigua, and Ping Liang and Chao Dongshan are both in their early 20s, and there is still much room for growth. If I choose, I won't let Jiang Aigua continue to stay, so Jiang Aigua must go without a doubt. If I were Jiang Aigua, I could simply apply for retirement. Why would I have to stay in the team with a shameless face? Isn't it for the money? This year is the 14th year for Jiang Aigua to be an athlete. If 15 years old, the retirement fee will be much higher, so Jiang Aigua has been staying in the team. But now it seems he couldn't stand it anymore. I heard that there are a lot of good seedlings in the following cities, and they are rushing to send to our team, so there must be some places in the team. In this way, the newly Dai is also unlucky enough. He is also a coach who is currently in the process of editing. However, his partner is not only a bad temper, but also has to be forced to retire. Li Dai was at the end of the year. It must be very ugly. What's more, didn't you see it today? Jiang Aigua treated Li Dai as a coach assistant, and he turned around wisely. You said that Li Dai offended Coach Ma, so Coach Ma arranged it this way. Tell you a piece of news. A person suddenly lowered his voice. It was Huang Xiang with that big mouth. The people at the table put their heads together. Huang Xiang looked in a mysterious way, looked around, and then said, "This new Li Dai really offended Coach Ma, and offended him. Coach Ma has a nephew who is also an athlete. He is retiring this year. Coach Ma originally hoped to recommend his nephew to our team. Things have been discussed with Coach Song. As a result, Li Dai was suddenly arranged for it. When he came down, it was equal to the position of the coach's nephew. The coach did not take Li Dai Chao to death. No wonder Coach Ma talked to me about his nephew a few days ago. It turned out to be for this. I can't think of it. Coach Ma looks pretty good for Li Dai. It turns out he is hiding a knife in his smile. Ma Guangyi is the second in our team. Li Dai offended Ma Guangyi, and it is not easy to be mixed in the team. I remind you to pay attention to it and don't harm the pond fish." At this time, Ma Guangyi was staying in the reference room, putting together a pile of documents. Not long ago, the athletes of the weightlifting team made an assessment of their physical condition. The document in front of Ma Guangyi was the athlete's physical assessment report. This is Jiang Aigua's report. It turns out that his physical condition can no longer support this intensity of training. No wonder his condition is so bad. His muscles have reached the limit. If he continues to follow this training intensity, there is an 80% probability of it happening. Muscle damage can even have irreversible consequences. At this moment, Ma Guangyi has focused his attention on the words irreversible consequences. If you change to a non-professional, you might also consider what the so-called irreversible consequences mean, but Ma Guangyi knows that this irreversible consequences is, in general terms, practical waste. It is not unusual for athletes to be practiced. The so-called practiced is often a lifelong injury. Athletes with better luck will retain their ability to take care of themselves, while athletes with less luck may even be disabled for life. But no matter how good or bad luck is, athletes who have been practiced will inevitably end their careers early. Jiang Aigua's body can no longer support high-intensity training. Now Li Dai is Jiang Aigua's coach. If Jiang Aigua really practices, then all the responsibilities can be put on Li Dai. Even if Dai is not subject to disciplinary action, the weightlifting team will not be able to stay here. Ma Guangyi thought of this, with a proud expression on his face, as if he had seen the day Li Dai was driven away. This assessment report can never be seen by others, let alone by Li Dai. If it is known to others, Jiang Aigua's body can no longer be carried. How can he push the black pot to Li Dai's head? Go! Thinking of this, Ma Guangyi looked around and found no one, so Jiang Aigua's body assessment report secretly came into his arms. "Xiao Li, help me hold the barbell," Jiang Aigua ordered. Li Dai immediately walked over to help Jiang Aigua hold the barbell, and Jiang Aigua gritted his teeth and started the move. Jiang Aigua seems to be struggling. Is this weight too heavy? No, noveled. Me Jiang Aigua's expression is not like strenuous, but more like a lot of pain. Li Dai immediately frowned. Is it an injury? It is normal for an athlete of Jiang Aigua's age to accumulate injuries. Li Dai took a subconscious look at Jiang Aigua's arm. As a weightlifter, Jiang Aigua's arms are very sturdy, not only exposed with blue tendons, but also very developed muscles. But now, Li Dai can clearly see that Jiang Aigua is shaking, not the arm is shaking, but the muscles on the arm are shaking. Li Dai knows that this is a physiological reaction that occurs when muscles are about to reach the limit of strength. The next moment, Jiang Aigua seemed to be a bit unsustainable. He put down the barbell and began to gasp. His muscles seemed to have reached the limit. If you continue this way, you will definitely be injured. Li Dai had learned relevant knowledge in this respect, and he also made a professional judgment in his heart. I can't let him practice like this anymore. He has to let his muscles relax. Li Dai thought of this and said, Brother Jiang, shall I massage you? Massage? Would you still massage? Massage should be done, but not blindly pressed. Jiang Aigua looked at Li Dai with some surprise. He felt that Li Dai's kind of relationship came in. He must have learned nothing. People who are capable, even if they can massage, are not professional. I have learned some simple techniques to relax my muscles, so there is no problem, Li Dai said. Jiang Aigua hesitated and finally nodded. Well, please press my arm first. Good. Li Dai immediately rolled up his sleeves. I have been using pillows to practice relaxing massage these days, and I can finally use it today. Li Dai stretched out his hands and directly used the relaxing massage. Episode 57. Magical Relaxing Massage. With the lessons of weight loss exercises, Li Dai has been able to foresee that relaxing massage will be very effective. Li Dai stretched out his hands and first used the MO massage. The so-called MO massage is actually a circular rhythmic MO, which is different from what we usually say, kneading. The MO massage is mainly divided into palm massage and finger massage. Generally, palm massage is used to massage the torso, and finger massage is used to massage the arms and legs. Jiang Aigua was a little surprised. He has been a sportsman for more than 10 years and also often contacts masseurs, so he is also a person who knows the goods. So from Li Dai's method, Jiang Aigua has seen that Li Dai really can massage. Hey, I didn't expect this Li Dai to really massage. It seems that this relationship is not useless, Jiang Aigua thought to himself. On the other side, Li Dai began to change his technique, pressing, rubbing, pushing, kneading, pinching, rubbing, tapping, and all kinds of massage techniques were exhibited. Jiang Aigua slowly closed his eyes, his face also showing an expression of enjoyment. Don't say, it's really comfortable. I just felt a little sore in my arm. After Li Dai's massage, I felt a lot of soreness. At this time, Li Dai's expression was slightly dignified. It's stiff. Why is Jiang Aigua's muscles so stiff? For people with a low body fat rate, it is normal to have some muscles that are hard, but the muscles on Jiang Aigua's arm are not just hard, but a little stiff. This is not a normal phenomenon. Li Dai thought carefully, and the words muscle overload came to mind. Long-term high-intensity training itself will cause excessive weight-bearing and cause muscle fatigue. This is muscle overload. Leaving muscles in an overload state for a long time will cause muscle fibers and connective tissues to be strained and broken. Now Jiang Patriotic may be this state. He has been in high-intensity training for a long time, but his muscles have not been fully rested. Over time, he will inevitably have muscle overload, so his muscles will be tight and stiff. Li Dai slightly accelerated the frequency of some massages, and with Li Dai's massage, the muscles on Jiang Aigua's arm gradually relaxed, which was not as stiff as it was just now. A few minutes later, Jiang Aigua slowly opened his eyes. He looked at Li Dai. His eyes even revealed a surprising color. Brother Jiang, how are you feeling? Li Dai asked. Good, then press. Jiang Aigua tried his best to make himself behave normally, but his eyes could not hide the shock in his heart. The feeling of soreness has completely disappeared. This kind of soreness has been bothering me for several years. Even the doctors of the provincial hospital said that I need to suspend training for more than 3 months before the sore feeling can be completely relieved. No thinking of being massaged by Li Dai casually, the soreness disappeared. Jiang Aigua could not help closing his eyes and felt his own. So comfortable, really comfortable. I've never felt this way before. Relax. The entire arm is extremely relaxed. It's like being on a soft duck down. At this moment, Jiang Aigua seemed to feel that the arm being massaged by Li Dai was no longer his own. He was sore all over his body because of the high-intensity training, and he felt pain because of the accumulated injuries. Only the arm different. There is no soreness, no pain, and some are just a comfortable feeling that is difficult to describe in words. The arm became lighter, and Jiang Aigua was almost unable to feel the weight of the arm. Jiang Aigua even had an illusion that the arm being massaged by Li Dai was out of step with his own body, as if he might be removed from himself any time flew off his shoulders to find a more comfortable hometown. "Brother Jiang, do you want to click somewhere else?" Li Dai's voice suddenly sounded, waking Jiang Aigua. "Yes." Jiang Aigua said nothing and lay down directly to let Li Dai massage himself. Li Dai's hands seemed to be magical. Whenever he touched Jiang Aigua's tight muscles, he could always relax him. The soreness and tingling in his muscles also disappeared as Li Dai needed. Jiang Aigua couldn't help but groaned comfortably. He felt as if he was wrapped in a soft cloud, with an endless sky above his head and a starry sky. There were endless mountains below his feet, towering. And he, like the master of the whole world, can make the bucket move in a single flick with a flick of a finger, and the mountains and rivers can be discolored by pedaling thousands of miles. Am I dreaming? Jiang Aigua opened his eyes violently. What he saw was the ceiling of the training room, and the feeling of relaxation and comfort was really hovering in Jiang Aigua's mind. Jiang Aigua lay there. He didn't want to get up at all. He even hoped that he was a mess of mud, so that he could lie here comfortably forever. "Okay, Brother Jiang, how does it feel after the massage?" Li Dai has stopped. He has seen from Jiang Aigua's intoxicated expression that the relaxing massage effect is very good. "Done pressing?" "So fast." Jiang Aigua sat up. He felt that the time passed too fast, as if it was a blink of an eye. It was already pressed. "It's not too fast. It's more than 5 o'clock now, and the cafeteria is open," Li Dai said with a smile. Jiang Aigua looked at the wall clock on the wall, and it was already 5:10. He scratched his head and said to himself, "In this moment, actually past half an hour. It's so comfortable. I didn't even notice the passage of time." Then Jiang Aigua got up from the ground and twisted various parts of the body. The original muscle soreness disappeared without a trace, and even the fatigue after training was not obvious. "What massage technique is this? I have been an athlete for more than 10 years. The masseuse I have seen has not 100 or 80. I have never had such a good effect. This feeling of muscle relaxation is like sleeping." The rest was the same for 3 days and 3 nights. This Li Dai massage was much better than those of professional masseurs. Jiang Aigua looked at Li Dai in shock, but Li Dai was packing himself. In fact, Li Dai is the experience value in the inspection system. Sure enough, as I expected, you can also get experience points for relaxing massage for athletes, and there are still many experience points. In the future, you can try to be a masseuse, specializing in relaxing massage for big-name athletes. Experience. It can also be said that the brush flew up. If in case of encountering a beautiful athlete, "Hey, is there any chest pain?" the coach will help you massage. This evil idea flashed from Li Dai's mind. His saliva can't help but come out. "It's just over 5 o'clock, so I became hungry and my saliva came out." Jiang Aigua's voice sounded from the side, and then he beckoned to Li Dai. "Let's eat together." Li Dai was slightly surprised and asked uncertainly, "Are you calling me?" "Nonsense, of course you." Jiang Aigua's words paused and suddenly smiled and said, "The massage technique of the young man is very good." Jiang Aigua's smile is sincere from the heart. Li Dai knows that Jiang Aigua has completely different views on himself. Episode 58. One Father's Responsibility. Big Team will get a large amount of food subsidies every year, so the canteen is not only good and cheap, but also rich in food. Sometimes it's close to the chef of Shanghai, and you can also get a spoonful of dishes. The restaurant of the original body engineering team is completely free. The meat dishes are limited to vegetarian dishes and meals. Later, in order to prevent waste, it was changed to a fee, but the price of the dishes is very low, only 1/5 of the outside. In addition, athletes and coaches will be provided with meal subsidies every month. If they directly hit the meal card, they will basically not spend any money. So even those coaches who have a family will have dinner in the cafeteria before returning home. Jiang Aigua and Li Dai made a face on the same table. Other coaches of the weightlifting team saw the scene, but they all secretly surprised. "I'm right. Did the newly arrived Little Li eat with Jiang Aigua? This Li Dai is kind of wicked." Only in a day's time, he was able to be together with Jiang Aigua. Know that Jiang Aigua is notoriously stinky and bad-tempered. I heard that Li Dai offended Ma Guangyi, so he was arranged to partner with Jiang Aigua. Ma Guangyi probably wanted to use Jiang Aigua's bad temper to fix Li Dai. It seems that this move has no effect. Several weightlifting team coaches whispered in the distance, but Li Dai took the initiative to talk with Jiang Aigua. "Brother Jiang, when I massaged you, I found that your muscles are stiff and tight. This should be a manifestation of muscle overload. When you are training, you should feel, well, a little uncomfortable." Li Dai asked. "Uncomfortable?" You just say you will feel muscle pain. Jiang Aigua is very straightforward. He has nothing to hide. I know my physical condition is already very bad now. Jiang Aigua stopped chopsticks. The sadness flashed in his eyes. He calmed his emotions, and then said, I visited a doctor last year, and the doctor told me that because of years of continuous training, the body has not been rested, and is actually in a state of muscle overload. If you continue to engage in such high-intensity training, you will be injured in 9 out of 10 cases. Doctors say how to treat? Li Dai asked. The first method is to reduce the amount of training so that the muscles can slowly repair themselves. The second method is to pause training, rest for 3 months, let the body slow down. Jiang Aigua said. You didn't listen to the doctor, right? Li Dai then asked. Yes, I can't reduce the amount of training, let alone rest for 3 months. The weightlifting team is so competitive, and I'm already at this age. Once I take a break, there is no place for me here. So whether it is reduced training or a 3-month break is tantamount to retiring me. But I can't retire now. Jiang Aigua's eyes were very firm. A weightlifter was 32 years old, and it was indeed time to retire. Li Dai felt that Jiang Aigua was retiring now, and there was nothing wrong with it. But Li Dai also found that Jiang Aigua used the word can't instead of don't want, which shows that Jiang Aigua has a reason not to retire. Just listen to Jiang Aigua and then say, this year is my 14th year as an athlete, and next year is the 15th year. According to the regulations of our Provincial Sports Bureau, athletes who have served for 15 years in a row will get more retirements when they retire. Compensation. As long as I can survive next year, I can get tens of thousands more in retirement fees. For money? But you should know that your current body may be injured at any time. In order to earn these tens of thousands of dollars, you may spend the rest of your life in endless pain. Even disability, paralysis, is it worth it? Li Dai's tone became harsher. Of course it is worth it. Jiang Aigua smiled, but in Li Dai's opinion, this smile contained more but a kind of helplessness or helplessness. Jiang Aigua took out his wallet from his pocket, took a picture from it, and handed it to Li Dai. There are 3 people in the picture, Jiang Aigua, a woman, and a little girl who looks more than a year old. This is a photo of Jiang Aigua's family portrait. Is this sister-in-law and niece? Li Dai asked. Yes, my daughter-in-law and my daughter. When he mentioned his daughter, Jiang Aigua's eyes raised an uncontrollable glimmer of hope, and he only heard him say, my daughter's life is bitter, congenital incomplete type 2, I had a unilateral cleft lip and had a repair operation in 3 months. Li Dai looked at the photo and said, she looks pretty good. The recovery is very good, but this is only the first operation. The treatment of cleft lip and palate has undergone many operations. My daughter needs to have another repair operation before the age of 5. The new teeth are almost the same at the age of 11. You have to do the 3rd repair operation. When you are 18 years old, you need to do the last plastic repair operation. The next few times, it costs more than 1, especially the last plastic repair operation. Tens of thousands. We are athletes, we have no other skills, and we can't save much in our lifetime, so we are counting on this severance payment for retirement. Jiang Aigua said with a long sigh, if my family is a kid, the surgery can be done casually so that the mouth does not leak, but my family is a girl. In the future, I have to find a good wife for her, so plastic surgery cannot be done. Slightly sloppy. I have to let my daughter marry beautifully, so you only insist on this kind of high-intensity training every day, hoping to last for 15 years and get more retirement compensation. Noveled me to treat your daughter? Li Dai asked. Jiang Aigua nodded. Actually, after the end of training every day, the pain caused by muscle overload makes me unbearable. Many times I lie in bed and I can't get up with the pain. But thinking about my daughter, I still insist down. During the training this year, I already felt that my right arm and shoulder were very painful. Fortunately, you massaged me twice, otherwise I wouldn't be able to lift the chopsticks for dinner. Li Dai looked at Jiang Aigua, and he could not help raising a tribute in his heart. A father, willing to endure pain every day and carry out high-intensity training in order to finance the surgery for his daughter, is also likely to cause serious injuries. Apart from being a parent, who can do this selfless sacrifice? I can't think of it. This Jiang Aigua looks indifferent on the surface, he is not polite to others, and his temper is not very good, but he is actually such a great father. Anyway, he deserves my respect. Dai Li took a deep breath. He had decided to help Jiang Aigua with all his strength. My relaxation massage can help Jiang Aigua relax his muscles to the greatest extent. Even after he has undergone high-intensity training, the relaxation massage can quickly restore his muscles to the best condition, even delayed muscle soreness. It will happen. Not to mention the situation of muscle overload. In this case, Jiang Aigua should continue to maintain this high-intensity training, and he should not be injured. He said that there is hope that he will retire after 15 years. Thinking about this, Li Dai said, "Brother Jiang, if you think my massage is okay, I will press it for you every day." "Thank you." Jiang Aigua only said 2 words, but these simple 2 words made Li Dai feel that Jiang Aigua's heartfelt gratitude. Episode 59. Advertising Effect. Weight Training Team Training Hall. "Coach Huang, take your 5-kilogram barbell piece," Jiang Aigua said as he grabbed the 5-kilogram barbell piece. "Old Jiang, you have to gain weight again. Your training for the past 2 days is a bit heavy, but you can be more relaxed and don't hurt your body," Huang Xiang said. "Relax, my old bone can still be carried." Jiang Aigua smiled with a rare smile. Looking at the back of Jiang Aigua's departure, Huang Xiang said to himself, "Is there any happy event that old Jiang has encountered recently? It looks a lot brighter than before, and there is also a smile on his face. Did you win the lottery? The key is that his training volume has also increased. They have caught up with my training volume. I think Lao Jiang is changing his second spring again." The speaker is an athlete named Chao Dongshan, 22 years old this year. At the peak, the strength is also very strong, and it is also a first-class player in China. Not far away, Ma Guangyi looked at all this, but there was an inexplicable uneasiness in his heart. "Practice it, practice this, Jiang Aigua's body, sooner or later you have to practice it. Get out with that, Li Dai." Ma Guangyi couldn't help cursing. Now Jiang Aigua receives Li Dai's relaxing massage 2 or 3 times a day. He no longer has to suffer from muscle overload. During training, the muscles will be in an optimal working state. Jiang Aigua even felt that he was slowly returning to his young age. So, Jiang Aigua's training intensity is also increasing. As a senior veteran athlete, Jiang Aigua's training experience is 3 points better than those of young coaches. With his experience, he is fully capable of arranging training plans according to his physical condition. At the same time, the smile on Jiang Aigua's face gradually increased, and it was no longer the same as the previous rejection of thousands of miles away. When faced with the pain caused by the disease, people will always become restless, just like the patients in the hospital. Either they are in a state of illness, or they are carrying a burst of energy, and no patient is lying on the hospital bed, a happy smile. Jiang Aigua is also the same. He has been suffering from muscle overload for a long time, and he still has to maintain high-intensity training in this situation every day. He is under great pressure both mentally and physically. After years, his temper has become more and more tempered. The more, the whole person becomes indifferent. Now that the pain has disappeared, the kind of hostility in Jiang Aigua has gradually disappeared, and he has become more positive and optimistic. As for Li Dai, while helping Jiang Aigua, he also learned a lot from Jiang Aigua. Li Dai has never participated in the training of weightlifters before. By partnering with such old athletes as Jiang Aigua, Li Dai has basically figured out the methods of weightlifting training. Li Dai feels that if he is now a weightlifting coach, he should be able to cope with it. Ma Guangyi has been expecting Jiang Aigua's face to be abolished one day, but Jiang Aigua's condition seems to be getting better, and there is no sign of collapse. This makes Ma Guangyi feel that the evaluation report given by the doctor, is it fake? In a blink of an eye, 1 month passed and Li Dai gradually adapted to the work of the weightlifting team. After a day of training, both athletes and coaches walked in groups toward the bathroom. After a day of intensive training, there is nothing more comfortable than taking a shower. The sound of water splashes, the sound of laughter and scolding, and the chattering, at this time, they are intertwined, like a symphony, which surrounds the sky above the bathroom. Chao Dongshan used a shower head in the far corner, and beside him was Jiang Aigua. Chao Dongshan stretched his neck out of the water and said, "Brother Jiang, do me a favor? Is it rubbing my back?" "No problem, please bring the rubbing towel." "By the way, I have a lot of hands," Jiang Aigua said. "No, it's not back rubbing." Chao Dongshan hesitated and said, "I want Brother Jiang to help me wash my hair." "Wash your hair? You are so big, you still can't wash your hair." Jiang Aigua looked at Chao Dongshan playfully. "I have practiced too much in the past 2 years, and now my muscles are reacting, my arms are sore, and I can't lift them anymore," Chao Dongshan said with a grievance. "It turns out this way." "Okay, lower your head a bit, I'll wash your hair." Jiang Aigua agreed readily. Athlete overtraining causes muscle soreness is a common thing, especially weightlifters. Lifting more than 100 kilograms of weight, the load on the muscles is already very large. There are more cases of muscle discomfort after training. "Thank you, Brother Jiang." Chao Dongshan lowered his head and said at the same time, "Originally, I had an appointment with our team's Master Zhang, but Master Zhang just took a leave. I have practiced harder recently, so I made it, that's it. By the way, brother Jiang, I haven't seen you go to Master Jiang recently. That old Jiang, whose craftsmanship is not good, and his attitude is not good, relying on him as a masseuse in the team, all day long knowing that relying on the old sells the old, and looks like he does not answer. I am too lazy to go to him. Jiang Aigua sneered. And then continued, furthermore, I have Xiao Li giving me a massage now, so I still have to find that old Jiang. Xiao Li? Are you talking about the new Coach Li? I often see him give you a massage. I really don't see it. So young novel.me is about the same age as me and knows how to massage. Chao Dongshan casually said. It's more than understanding, it's very powerful. I tell you, I have been an athlete for more than 10 years, and I have never seen such a good massage technique. Will he let you press it after a while? Jiang Aigua asked. Chao Dongshan was a little emotional, but he still said, this is not good. Coach Li is after all arranged for you. What's wrong with this? You are our team's athlete. Xiao Li is our team's coach. Let him give you the button to fear what? Jiang Aigua said, shouting into the bathroom, Xiao Li, when will you massage Chao Dongshan? Li Dai was just taking a shower and was wearing clothes outside. Hearing Jiang Aigua's cry, he agreed without hesitation. Okay, I'm waiting outside. For Li Dai, helping athletes to relax and massage can also gain experience. Although Chao Dongshan is young, he is the star of hope for the weightlifting team. He also won a bronze medal in domestic competitions, which is regarded as the first class in the country. Athletes who massage this level of athletes can definitely get a lot of experience. Daoshan Chao is seeking people, and he doesn't want Li Daizhou to wait. He finished the shower at the fastest speed, casually put on a pair of pants, and came to Li Dai's front. Come on, Xiao Chao, sit here. Li Dai greeted Chao Dongshan to sit down, and then began to massage him. Chao Dongshan's muscle condition is obviously much better than that of Jiang Aigua at the time, and Li Dai is also not clumsy. He presses, rubs, pushes, kneads, rubs, wipes, and constantly changes the massage technique. Hey, the muscles are no longer painful, and even the soreness is gone. This massage was so effective. Chao Dongshan's face difference, he did not expect Li Dai's massage to have an instant effect. Episode 60, First Busy Man in Weightlifting Team. Chao Dongshan sat on the bench, his eyes narrowed slightly, and a relaxed expression appeared between his eyebrows. Comfortable, it's so comfortable. The strength of each stroke is just right, not too heavy, nor too light, which just stimulates the refreshing of my muscles. How do I think my arm seems to be lighter now? Just it's like floating in the water. The muscles are no longer painful, and even the sourness has disappeared, just like when I first got up this morning. No, it's better than when I got up in the morning. Chao Dongshan's eyes were completely gone closed. He was enjoying the feeling of massage, and even began to sleepy. Okay, another arm. Li Dai's voice awakened Chao Dongshan. He found that Li Dai had come to the other side and began to massage his other arm. Chao Dongshan shook the arm that he had just massaged, but he didn't feel any discomfort at all. The arm that he couldn't lift at all just now can not only reach behind his head, but also can flexibly make various movements. Chao Dongshan, he was even wondering if Li Dai had replaced himself with a new arm. This massage technique, this massage effect, is much stronger than that of the team's masseuse Lao Zhangku. Lao Zhang's technique is often more and more painful, but Coach Li's technique is immediate. No wonder Jiang Aigua did not go to Lao Zhang. He is Coach Li beside him, not 100 times stronger than that old Zhang. Jiang Aigua's training has been overweight these days, and it seems that it is also because of Coach Li's massage. Chao Dongshan thought of this and looked at Li Dai involuntarily. This Coach Li is really not easy. I remember when he first came, he was able to fight with Jiang Aigua one day. I was still wondering why Jiang Aigua's stinky temper was why he was a brother to Li Dai. The reason is found. With this massage technique, Coach Li can definitely eat in the weightlifting team. Chao Dongshan thought of this. A grin-like smile hung on his face. Coach Li, your massage technique is awesome. If you have time later, how about helping me press? The door-to-door experience, how could Li Dai refuse? He directly agreed. No problem. If you are not afraid of delaying meals, come to me after the training every day, and I will massage you. The next day, it was time to end the training. Xiao Chao, will you have dinner together? Someone asked Chao Dongshan. Brother Lu, go eat it first. I asked Coach Li to massage for me. Chao Dongshan said. Coach Li? Which Coach Li? Brother Lu then asked. The new Coach Li Dai Li. His massage technique is awesome, better than the old Zheng in the massage room. Chao Dongshan finished and walked in the direction of Li Dai, fearing that Li Dai would be anxious too. Become stronger than Lao Zhang. Lao Zhang asked for 2 weeks off, so I can get back next month. Otherwise, I will go to Coach Li and let him press the button for me. Just don't know this Coach Li's massage. How's the technique? He seems to be 23 years old. He is too young. The technique must be no better than those of the master. Brother Lu thought and walked in the direction of Li Dai. A few minutes later, Brother Lu saw Chao Dongshan's expression of enjoyment. Xiao Chao's facial expression, it looks so enjoyable. If you just look at your face, you don't know that he is doing big healthcare. This facial expression doesn't seem to be pretending. Is this massage really so comfortable? Lu brother pondered for a long time and said, Coach Li, if you're not busy, can you help me press it? Okay, no problem. Li Dai did not shirk. After another 10 minutes, Lu Ji's face also showed the same enjoyment as Chao Dongshan. He didn't even hold back and drank several drops of water unconsciously. It's so comfortable. The muscles are like being in a completely stress-free state. I just don't train for 3 days and 3 nights, and I can't let the muscles rest to this level. No wonder Xiao Chao hurried away as soon as his training ended. Over here, if I were to stay, I would definitely have run over as soon as possible. Brother Lu looked at Li Dai, and he had made up his mind that he must have a good relationship with Li Dai in the future. Another day passed, and at the end of the training, not only Chao Dongshan and the Lu brother, but also 2 athletes came together to get Li Dai massage. And everyone who has been massaged by Li Dai is full of praise for the effect of the massage. Good reputation is always able to ferment quickly, and the circle of the weightlifting team is so big. 10 passes and 10 passes. There are more and more athletes who come to Li Dai massage in the weightlifting team. In an instant, all the athletes in the weightlifting team had received Li Dai's relaxing massage. In fact, this is also related to the massager Master Zhang's leave. Many athletes originally went to Master Zhang for massage, and they have to make an appointment in advance. Now that Master Zhang has asked for leave, the weightlifting team athletes did not. In addition to other options, Li Dai will give it a try regardless of his massage technique. Everyone who tried it found out that he might not be able to leave Li Dai's massage in the future. Athletes are not stupid. The effects after massage are all self-explanatory. Everyone wants to sleep comfortably after training instead of tired waist, sore legs, and sore arms. In just a few days, Li Dai became the first busy person of the weightlifting team. Especially after the training, every athlete could not wait to find Li Dai and let Li Dai give them a relaxing massage. Huang Xiang carried the dinner plate, pointed to the dishes in the holding plate, and said, Master Kai, this chili fried chicken. Please give me some chili, more chicken. Oh, do and shake your hands, you shake. 2 more pieces of meat fell. I can't make it up again for you. Chef Kai, who was holding a large spoon across from him, added 2 more pieces of chicken to Huang Xiang and then asked, Aren't you been training these days? No? Or start on time, end on time. Huang Xiang said. Then when it came time to eat, the athletes came late, and it was like this in the past few days, especially today. It was your coach who came to dinner, but the athletes did not come. Master Kai said. Huang Xiang looked back and found that the people who were eating were really coaches, and there were no athletes. Those athletes should be waiting in line for a massage now. Huang Xiang said with a smile. Massage? Don't eat for the sake of massage? Can massage be more important than dinner? Is what my old Kai makes so bad? Chef Kai murmured unwillingly, filled with frustration.